Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all doing? Oh, it's been a day, but we're here now. Sorry we're a little bit late today. I will be trying to firm up the schedule, especially once I'm back to this new contract in the 1st of October. So appreciate the schedule's been a bit all over the place recently, but such is the life of a gamer dad. I've been in the hospital today because my little one was unwell. He's fine, not saying that to worry anyone. Just had a seizure. Which is terrifying when it happens the first time, but it's like on his 6th one now. And whilst he doesn't enjoy them, he's okay. But there's no permanent damage, so we're all good. Anyway, so a bit late today, but I hope you're all well. I hope you've had better days than me, although it could have been a lot worse, so got to count your blessings. But yeah, I hope everyone's well at home and you guys are all having fun. We're going to jump straight back into this final attempt, I've called it now, of the Crusader run. Whatever happens after this one, we will done with it. I think either way, I'm going to put an asterisk next to Crusader run, because I'm definitely interested in coming back to it at some point. But we have so many runs to try, and I'm keen to try them all. But yeah, we'll change this actually to final attempt. But I think we had some really bad luck on the earlier attempts, but I'm enjoying the difference. Just been having this discussion with Grizz. It gets you out your comfort zone. It stops you doing builds you'd normally build, and I quite like that. I appreciate why people don't like that, but then that's why we're doing all the runs and all the backgrounds. And there will be other ones I really hate. This one I don't hate. It just makes me play differently, and that's sort of what I want it to do. So we try different backgrounds and different builds, or we make best of what we can, like we were doing with the Pilgrims. But yeah, although it just didn't work out on the first run, I've been thinking about how we're going to approach this as well. Let me just finish doing this update. So this is the final attempt. Whatever we get, we will get. So I think we will. So we took a punt on this run, if anyone caught the end of the last run stream, and we did. We pretty much used all of our starting cash on a retired warrior, soldier, whatever they're called. Now this is risky because he will get old eventually, and he starts off with low fatigue and so there's some other negs, but in essence he comes in full combat gear and he starts off able to actually fight. So my idea was he's like hedge knight minus, you know, or he's like a C minus hedge knight. So my next aim, I think, because the hedge knights are discounted on this run, is to get like a 5 grand hedge knight. They're thereabouts. Then that'll be our starting 3-ish. We might also get a squire, and then maybe pad it out with a couple of pilgrims or a witch hunter or 2, so we've got some ranged. That's my initial 6 sort of loose plan, and then we're going to build like a hardcore warrior group, because it's going to be a much slower progression with the increased renown. I believe it's 1800 just to get to 8 brothers, so the renown requirements are almost double what they are on the other runs. So with that basis, we're going to build hardcore guys. The wages though are quite low, because our first hardcore guy is free, and then the pilgrims are free if we use them. So if we can keep the wages low, we should be able to trade our way to wealth, buy those expensive bros, and then build a hardcore group. And then what I'm thinking is, once we've got 3 what I would call like hardcore combat guys, which could be hedge knight, crusader, swords master, I've noticed on there, maybe even squires once they're trained up a bit. Once we've got 3 solid bros like that, or the retired soldier indeed, and you know they're starting to hit battle forged, or they're nimble, or they're medium sort of live perks, so like tier 6 and 7, maybe even pushing on to level 10, I think we take those 3 and we just go and beat the shit out of the arena, and we can make 10, 20, 30k out of the arena, get them all, have their resolve pushed even higher because they'll be then arena veterans, and then we can go and hire, use that money to seed the rest of our squad. Hopefully by that point we're on 10 bros and we can hire a 4th and 5th crusader or hedge knight. That's my loose plan, and it's a loose plan. My plans don't always go to plan, but that's sort of the rough idea of what we're going to try. I'm sure it won't work and we'll probably die, but it'll be a laugh. But yeah, we're definitely going to circle back to Crusader either way in the future. It's piqued my interest. It shouldn't be as hard as it is for me, but I do think I played tired a few of the runs and definitely made some mistakes. And then I also Had a little bit of bad luck, but I don't like to blame luck. You can't change luck. I definitely was not playing my best. Let's shimmy this down a little bit. We're just going to rename this and shift it down as well. Let's put a space in there. That's better. Okay, so yeah, the right hand side is just all the runs for reference, and hopefully by the end of this we can rank how successful we are on them, and we'll re-rank them. So if we get more than day 53, we'll put it above Anatomist. If we get less, and if anyone's old school and remembers Top Gear, we'll do it as like a sort of scoreboard. So then by the end we can then maybe redo the ones we didn't do so well at, and we'll probably dismiss the ones that we do well at, which I hope will be things where I'm comfortable, like the Ranger run, the Adventurers run, that sort of thing. I think I took Adventurers out, but I might put it back in because it's a fun run regardless. I'm really looking forward to the random ones though. I quite like the idea of random party, random solo, random trio. I think that'd be fun. We already had a lot of fun with random trio already, and I think all of the ones we haven't tried look pretty fun. The ones I'm not looking forward to are Troop, Trading Caravan, scaling, the non-scaling Beggar I think is going to be really tough. Lone Wolf is going to be tricky for me. That's about it. Beast Slayers I'm not keen on, so there's only about 4 or 5 that I'm still going to do them, but I'll be less keen on. But yeah, the other ones look, I really am happy with doing the other like 27 runs. Like, I'm looking forward to doing them. So yeah, let's have some fun with it. I hope you guys are having fun and hope you're joining in. There is now also some separate community enthusiasm to do some other seeds, because they're less keen on waiting for the next run, because some guys are ahead of me. They finished the Crusader run or they don't want to do it. So I think Kick and Grizz are doing, they're currently doing Beast Slayers. So if you're not enjoying Crusader run and it's not your cup of tea, definitely go and pick up the seed for definitely pick up the seed for the Beast Slayer run that they're doing, and by all means use that while you wait for me to get on to the next one. I have also fixed the Stream Elements Discord posting. If anyone was trying to join the Discord and it wasn't working, I hadn't realised the link was broken, so I have now fixed that. I'm gonna just quickly check the generic About page Discord link as well. I haven't actually checked. It should be working, but then I also thought the Stream Element ones was working and it wasn't. So let me just check that while we're online. It takes me to the Discord page. It should work. Problem is I'm already a member, so maybe that's not a great test. I'll check it on my missus's account later. If anyone's having trouble with the About page Discord link, do let me know. But yeah, the one in Stream Elements should now spit out a new one. And also the one on YouTube in the descriptions are also valid. Right. Well, let's get into it. Howdy Wabbit, hope your run went well. Or is going well. I didn't mean to say that in the past tense. Hey Grizz, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So yeah, just talking about strategy. So I'm thinking of getting 3 half decent bros, and then we're gonna just smash the crap out of the arena. But we definitely need some work. We're still far too light, so we've got to push these guys up to tier 7 and get another, at least Squire, but if not another Swordmaster or Hedge Knight. I think I'm leaning Hedge Knight because I know how to build them. I am assuming there'll be more Battleforged. I actually haven't had many Hedge Knights in my experience because they're expensive, but because they're cheap on this run, I'm looking forward to playing with them a little bit more openly. Right, 2 bros. We need to heal and patch up a bit and then get into it. So let's get them healed first. I don't think we can afford to have a scout. That's the healing done. And that's the camping done for the repair. And then the scavenge. Oh, we'll definitely keep those. for the 3 bits attached. That's what we want. We don't want the other bits. Oh, I'm a salvage. I'm such an idiot. Of course, it's so weird on two team members instead of a bunch. Right, we're okay. Wages are almost nothing, even though we're low funds. We've got like 19 days of wages there. Food, not quite as good, but still got 5 days worth. Having 2 brothers is very strange. One of which does not need wages. Right, we'll keep on top of it. Ambush trade routes. Okay, we've got some options here. Return items good. Even with 2, I think we're okay. Obtain artifact. Oh, let's go and risk running into the. Doing the Indiana Jones run, as Kick used to say. Turn item. Similar pay. I don't think we can do spiders with 2 guys. One positive thing I did like to point, the zone perk, and did not use it so often. Not in the zone, the fatigue one from Crusader. Battle flow. Yeah, that's not a Crusader skill. I like to call that alternative to Berserk. So I normally take Berserk Killing Frenzy, but on occasion when it's not available, Berserk Battle Flow is a good other one. So yeah, Battle Flow is on others as well. It's a flail perk group, so you tend to get it on. I'm guessing you're going to get it on anyone who uses flail. So what's that? Flagellance, maybe Cultist, not sure. But yeah, Berserk goes well with that. You know, I have to do it with Berserk. It's just with Berserk you get something when you kill something. With Killing Frenzy you get something when you kill something, and with Battle Flow you get something when you kill something. So I feel like those 3 synergize well, even though they're from different groups. So yeah, I usually take 2 of them. I don't think I've had all 3 before. I usually take Killing Frenzy over the 2 though. But yeah, it's a hefty skill tree, the Crusader. Much like the Ranger avatar, you can spec them in quite a few ways. So the Ranger is predominantly obviously range, but then it has all the dog skills, and not that I'd waste them on the avatar, but if that's your jam, I like that there's different ways to go. So you found a neat thing earlier, fast adaptation with a 3-headed put my teeth in. Fast adaptation with the 3-headed flail procs per attack. Procs. What do you mean procs? Processes per attack. Fast adaptation. Okay, that's interesting. Do you know what doesn't do that though, Wabber? Just in case you're making an assumption that I made, I assumed that a 3-headed flail is 3 separate rolls, like you've described for fast adaptation, which makes sense. But I also assumed that that would therefore mean 3 what's it called? Fearsome, rally, resolve thingy rolls if you take fearsome, especially if you've taken the armor off of somebody else. So I thought it'd be 3 resolve rolls. That's not the case. I was told by somebody else it's just 1 roll for resolve. But maybe the fast adaptation, it does work that way. I'll take your word for it. So that's cool. But yeah, just in case you were thinking about doing the same with fearsome. It's still not a bad one to put fearsome on because it hits the head a lot and the head's often less armoured, and so you're going to do more hit point damage more often, which is going to cause the fearsome to trigger. So it's still a good one to put on that flail row. But yeah, I'll make a mental note of that to take fast adaptation on all my flail guys in future. Yeah, you can still do, like I say, it's not a bad choice because you're going to hit the head. There are mid and early game there's headless armoured guys, so you can. So the only way to fearsome triggers is when you do hit point damage, right? So that's good. Also it bypasses shield, so it's good to trigger fearsome on the shield guys. As soon as you manage to do that, it breaks the shield wall. So if you can make their resolve go, that's another way of breaking the shield wall. But yeah, anything that does hit point damage is good on fearsome. So crossbow is particularly good on fearsome, I would imagine. Anything that just gets to the hit points first. I've never tried it on a dagger bro, but it does sort of make sense on a dagger bro. But again, don't forget you need, and the bit I always forget this. I just think, oh, fearsome, that's neat, and I forget that it's a resolve test of yours as well. So the more resolve your guy's got, the scarier he is. And I always forget that. And if you've got like a medium or low resolve bro, it's a waste. But again, I'm thinking puncture with dagger bypasses armor. That might also be good, although it is quite hard to puncture unless you're surrounded or debuffed heavily. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. But anything they can do, hit point damage basically. Fast adaptation is good as it will often give you the AP for another attack. Yeah, during the same hit. Yeah, that sounds really powerful. So fast adaptation flail, good synergy, I like it. Thanks for that one. I like different build styles like that, and I haven't thought about that one before. I must admit, I think I dismiss fast adaptation too much on Legends. I'm still in vanilla mode when I look at that skill, and that's incorrect. Because it is more powerful on Legends with the AP refund. It's still a good one to take on vanilla, but it's dismissed for other skills often. At least early on. Oh, I've had this one before and we had a really rough mercenary fight. Dogs, great. Oh, okay. I've been so unlucky with these events. Maybe I should just stop taking them and I should just leave it. Hey. Right, we can either take the high ground and we'll be 3-on-1, or we can try and meet up with him, but we'll probably get run down. I think 3-on-1 is probably the best choice because this is going to be full surround. He can fight his way up, cover your backside, so it might just be 2-on-1 actually. Oh, we can drop a dog as well, buy us some time. The dog's going to die very quickly though. Yeah, very good on a dagger. You puncture easy with grapple. Oh, with your so yeah, Grizz, just to fill that thought in a little bit, Webber. Grizz likes or suggested a dagger bro that has access to the brawler tree, but he doesn't take the brawler tree. He just selects grapple, and then otherwise build him as you would a dagger guy, and then he grapples and then punctures himself. He doesn't need someone to do it for him. I normally do it in a more obtuse way. I build a perfect dagger guy and a perfect brawler guy, and the brawler guy grapples for the dagger guy, and then I have a pole mace behind, and he might stun for the dagger guy as well, for like the death blows from Katal dagger. So I do it in a more obtuse way. Grizz sort of does it in a hybrid way, which is quite clever because it's just one perk to do grapple. So yeah, but it's tricky to find a dagger guy that has the brawler perks. It can take a little bit of digging and finding, but it's very clever. So you puncture easy with grapple, 90% chance, 2 turns, 4 to 6 stabs, yeah. And then, I know you're not a fan, Grizz, but then mix it in with perfect focus as well. Oof. Grapple, perfect focus, stab. And you put Wolf Pelt too, which gives you the fearsome resolve buff. Yeah, I like it, that's cool. But you need a really good dude to make a dagger fearsome. Yeah, I think you need good gear to boost the resolve. But there's some tier 5 things as well. I found one that does 5%. Now you still need 50 probably resolve, but it does 5% extra, and it's like really cheap for a tier 5 item. It's like a chain or something like that with some skulls on it. There's quite a few different neat resolve perks though, and you've obviously got the necklaces like the Nakaneza one, which is a bit vanilla, but does the trick. So I've done it on my flail dude, as he won't quite get the melee attack I want, but is a jester with 80% head hit chance. Yeah, nice. But even 70 to 80 resolve can do the trick. Grizz, yeah, I agree with that, Grizz. That plus gear, absolutely. It doesn't have to be. Like, you can still get something out of fearsome with like 50 or 60 resolve. I just mean if you've got like a 40 or 38 resolve guy and you're not planning to drive it up much, it's not going to do much fearsome. So you've just got to avoid wasting it too much. I don't know the exact calculation math on it. I was thinking it was similar with a net, but was worried about the net not surviving more than one turn. Yeah, so one counter for that Wabber is to get the kill some Weber necks or buy some out of the black market, the gossamer and make some reinforced nets. They're a little bit harder to get out of. I've held somebody for 6 turns before though, so it just depends how lucky they roll as well. Also your druid, if you're doing the ranger run, your druid, you don't need nets. Your druid is basically your auto net. But you can get a net guy that can repair the nets, and they can also last longer. There's like, some of them are reusable if you take all the net skills. I've yet to build a net guy. I've toyed with the idea. Yes, you've got brawler as well, Grizz. That makes sense. So you've got 2 ways of grappling, or 2 chances, because sometimes you can't get the right positioning as well. And obviously he disarms as well, which is even more powerful. But yeah, I think a good sort of combo in any line is to have at least one pole mace or similar, or mace brother next to your daggers and your brawlers. If you can have all those working together, they can be really sick. I'd quite like to see it. It might be a bit extreme, but I'd quite like to see a front line of something like spear on each flank, and then go mace, dagger, mace, dagger, mace, dagger, all with Katal daggers, and the mace, alternate maces stun, and the alternate daggers kill. It'd be extreme, but I'd be curious to see how if it works. The problem is it doesn't work on orcs because you can't stun them. So it's a bit of an extreme strategy. Turn done. Do we riposte? Probably. Melee attack 60, fighting uphill. Melee defense 22. Not the best. But he's uphill. He's uphill, so we're gonna chance it. It's knackered our fatigue though, right? And you're gonna try and fight your way to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you kill these 2 and then go and help him before he dies. That's the plan. Their turn's done as well. If I riposte and they run that way, I'm going to be annoyed. I need to stop him, so now I'm going to risk basing. Just try and give him a break. If he's only got to fight 2, it's not so bad. Good. Okay, well at least we got to riposte. We just missed. Yes, go on, lad. Oh, it's going to be 3 over here. This is less good. I can't believe these events I've been getting. I've been so unlucky on this Crusader run. I really do think the events have done me. Maybe I should just turn some of them down, but still. Do we riposte or do we attack? We've got no fatigue, that's the problem. 9, and we're going to be able to fight once per turn. If we do 22, we should still be able to fatigue neutral 1 strike per turn, though. Going to drop the dog to help the other guy anyway. There's no point saving it. I might have a chance of getting a kill there. Probably should have riposted. Yeah, that would have been a free hit. Yeah, another one. Shit, I should have riposted. Now it's going to be easy for them to hit because I'm getting surrounded. Oh, I'm still dodging. Yeah, I should have riposted for sure. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, he's fleeing. 3 hit points though. Is he bleeding? No. Look at all the damage. Legs, abdomen, ribs. Right, riposte. Learn me lesson. Kill there. Good. Fatio. Maybe we've got a chance to survive it. This has to be a good round. Yes, come on. Land these blows. Land these blows. Dodge and strike. Come on. That's a good one. 50% of each one. That's good. Probably kill this guy this turn. If I do that, I can't riposte. I think I need to break their morale now, though. Oh, I hit the body, damn it. I wanted to kill him as well. This is probably over. Every time I don't riposte, look, I dodge every attack. Literally just dodged all 6. Hilarious. When I riposted, I dodged 3 of them. He's fleeing, and I can probably kill him, and then he may flee. I think that's better than riposte in this instance. Yeah, okay. Either way, I've only got to survive 2 hits now. Oh, the other one's rallied. Of course he has. Dodge, dodge, well done. We've got no melee defense buffs now, so that's better. Come on, dog. Do your thing. Yeah. I need to kill him as well. One more to kill. God, I kill for an area of effect attack here. Sorry guys, I'm a bit behind on chat. You can do it with the mace too, even on dagger, to take mace mastery. Oh, I've never done that, Grizz, but I've always toyed with the idea of having multiple weapon masteries. But yeah, quick hands, mace and dagger mastery, that sounds interesting. So yeah, you stun, switch, and then kill. Yeah, interesting. I do like quick hands on a dagger anyway, but usually it's to switch between puncture and Catal. Obviously now you don't have to do that on Legends because you can get the skill that gives you both. It's a lot, guys. Yeah, agreed. I'm just sort of thinking out loud, like different setups. Oh yeah, stun chance to dagger out. I've got that set up and not even considered the combo. There you go, Wabba, yeah. But it only works with the Catal dagger or the tier 1 skill that lets you puncture anyway. But the Catal dagger is like a killer dagger, and the other one is your puncture. But you can get one that gives you puncture with any dagger, so the Catal dagger becomes even more useful. It's also a decent dagger. The other one's the Rondel dagger. That's also quite nice. I managed to find a famed one on one run that was particularly vicious. I've realised in my current run I've got too many utility guys. Got like 5 who are not direct combat, and I'm feeling the missing damage. Yeah, I would never have that many personally, Wabba, and I would also only do it. I mean, it's more about ratio than the amount you've got. But if you've got 8 brothers, you can maybe afford a 10th brother, but probably not. I'd say 10's the sweet spot. 9 fighters, 1 in the tent, or a donkey who's also in the tent, and then maybe 14 you can go up to 2 if you really need a second, and then by 18 you can probably afford a 3rd. But again, then you're starting to weaken your front line. But those are just like loose tips. I mean, you play you. 5's a lot. What you can do though is to spread it out is the other option. So don't take any 10 bitches, but let your butcher be the camp cook. But just pick one of the skills, or 2, meal prepper and camp cook, and then on a different brother do the alcohol brewing, and on a different brother do the accountancy skill. Like, you can spread it that way, and then you're only losing 1 perk from each guy, or 2, not 6. So if you're doing 6, it's a 10 sort of base bitch character for me, and if you're doing 1 or 2, you can maybe just sprinkle it into your others. Not on every brother, obviously, but like 4 or 5. But yeah, there's the 2 trade-offs, isn't it? It's funny with the Necro Lords too, or this kind. The wooden stake is classified as a dagger, so you disarm him, and he left to munch at you with no teeth, kinda, and you stab him with the stake. That's interesting, Grizz. I like the strategy. Right, I think I'm all caught up. Right, where were we? So, yeah, we can't do anything here. Right, this guy's ready to die. We should probably kill him for the morale boost. Oh, this guy just doesn't want to break. No, he's going to kill me. He's not frenzied, is he? No, he's just regular. It's hard to tell with the dog sometimes. Could have done with the dog being next to me. Do we 1 strike him, or do we 2? Have we got enough to strike him twice? No. Hang on. We might do 13. No. But we can double hit him for extra damage. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. 1 time. Oh, it didn't break, but he wavered. Just dodge 1 more time for me, dude. 1 more time. Hold up, old timer, hold up. Yes, get over here. If we got enough for 2, that would leave us with 11. It's 13. Nope. It's double or nothing. Probably don't need to do a double actually. And is it less accurate? 79 to 85. Yes, it's less accurate. We just need to hit him. Yes. I actually think I'm better off. Hang on, what's this? Cut artery, 3 hit points a turn. Okay, we're a ticking time bomb. We've got to kill him fast. If he hits us, we're going down anyway. If we stand still, we're going to bleed out anyway. And we didn't take recuperation on this run. No, not recuperation, recover. So we're not getting 2 hit points a turn. So we may as well engage combat and end this, because we lose either way. If I move forwards now, he may attack us. So I think I'll wait till I've got enough energy to move and strike. At least then I get one free hit on him. And then we've got to survive his next hit. Because I think the old timer is going to take a while to get to us in the forest. Or we're going to bleed out. Oh, come on, dog. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Or do I just let the dog weaken him? I don't know. Oh, the old timer's slow. Could get up the hill and just let the dog die. That might make more sense. Oh, it's fucking evil, but fuck it. I've got to try and survive. Oh, but what if the dog doesn't die and I bleed out before that happens? Oh, shit. No, I think that's more dangerous. We need to go to him. Oh, he's fleeing. He's fleeing. We might have it. We might have it. I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to cancel it before I bleed out, though. Well done, dog boy. That was fucking close. Stupid event. 1 skin after 7 dogs, you bastard. Fucking RNG. A shittier dreamer band I don't want. That was a rough event. Stupid game. Love it, really. I prefer Witch Hunter with Impalers for those kinds of enemies. Very cool mechanic to back opponent a space when attacked. I mean, with the Impalers. Oh, yeah, like I call it the Goblin Crossbow because that's the first time you usually see it. But yeah, I know the one you mean. Super punchy. It's like a shotgun, knocks them backwards. Oof, that was rough. That was a rough event. A rough event when you've got 2 bros, but we survived it by the skin of our teeth. At least we leveled up. So, well, actually, more defense. Once we get past 30, it's a bit harder. Hit points or stamina. I think at this stage we need hit points more because we don't have the armor to use it. So we're going to focus on, especially 4s with no stars. So max roll. Now we could, after that fight particularly, we could boost our melee defense. Especially when we're surrounded like that. We could reduce our defense malice. That's the first time we've actually got surrounded, so that would be useful too. That would also make riposte fucking sick. I actually like both of those in conjunction for that reason. Reach advantage, I'm waiting for an area of effect attack because I just don't think it's as useful. Berserk is just sick. Battleforged, we're not heavy enough for it to be worth the perk, but we could still take it anyway. Muscularity is lethality, fearsome is fearsome. Oh. Fearsome and Berserk on that fight just now would have helped. But then, so are the other 2 skills I just mentioned. Yeah, I don't know on the Crusader run. I think my banner dude did more heals than all my previous runs combined. Struggled a lot after. Oh, did you have the field medic one? This, whatever it's called, on the bottom tier, and you were patching them up all the time. Yeah, yeah. Bleeding is horrible. Yeah, resilient is probably in the mix, but I feel like it's a waste of a perk because you can only have 12, and this is a big page. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what's the most useful right now. Like, they're all useful, but it's like, what's the most useful? Like, I'd like to take Holy Flame, but it's only useful against the undead, and that puts me off. I think Colossus and 9 Lives are also super needed on this character. I sort of went with the mentality of don't get hit rather than pushing the hit points up usually, but I feel like both of those are good. And it stops the injuries. Like, now we're fucked for 3 days. Or, well, it'll be 1 by the time we've treated it, but you know what I mean. Oh, use the prayers. Well, same thing. Yeah, that's good for doing healing on all. I think it does less healing on 1, right? I think it's only capped at 10. I think you can do 20 with the other one. I was talking to Wabber as well earlier because he's sort of still learning legends and different bits. And I was saying bandage mastery is nice on the super banner, as I call it, where you've taken peaceable, so at least you can heal. So yeah, you've got the 2 prayers, the heal skill. You can even take helpful if they get helpful, so you can pass arrows around, although it's a bit niche. And then I think the Holy Flame is the other one for emergencies. What was the other thing we were talking about? Oh, Inspire. Like, anything you can use that isn't fighting, that buffs. I was trying to think of like creative ways you can use the non-fighter banner, basically. Depends on resolve, but some did a good heal. No, it's capped. It doesn't depend on resolve. It's capped at 10 hit points, I think, per bro. Something like that. Oh, it's here. We're talking about it. I can actually check. That's defense. There you go. Cannot heal more than 10 hit points per turn. Oh, so it's not 10 per character. It's 10 total. So that's really, if it's spreading out 10 hit points, that's really low, isn't it? If it's like 3 guys to heal. 20% of resolve is capped at 10. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that the bandage skill is worth more than that. I just don't have it on either brother, so I can't show you, but it's the tier 4 bandage skill. No, sorry, it's the tier 7, isn't it, bandage skill? But I don't have that one. Yeah, you've also got this field repairs, although I've never seen field repairs on a bannerman, but it would be neat if you could get one. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much resolve you've got if it says you can only do 10 hit points. No, they don't. You're not listening to me. Read. 3rd bullet point, dude. No, wrong skill. Forgive me. No, that's defense. Where is it? Sorry, 2nd bullet point. Ignore the 20% resolve bit. Read the last sentence. Cannot heal more than 10 hit points per turn. So once you've got... well, according to this, once you've got a resolve of 50 or more, that's maxed out, that prayer. But I have had other skills say stuff like that, and it's not true. So what was I playing? I was playing something where it said... Oh, what was it? There was definitely a skill that said that, and it was not true. Was it Death Touch? And it said it was your initiative... It was a certain percentage of your initiative plus a certain percentage of your fatigue. Something like that. And I calculated it could only do 20 damage, and then I did it, and it was doing like 60 damage. I can't see what it was now. It wasn't Chill Touch. It was something like that, though. So some of them are wrong. Like the text will say one thing, and then you try it, and it does more. So if you're saying it was notable, I wonder if that's a misnomer text. So I'll have to keep an eye on it myself, and if it's doing more than 10, we'll have to submit it as a bug, or at least the text needs updating in the description. Maybe they changed it. Don't forget, some of these perks are like years old at this point, so they may have just not changed it. They changed it and forgot to change the text. I am torn. 9 lives. Colossus, I think, are the contenders. Berserk, I'd like, but I think it's risky. No, I think it's got to be Colossus. Gets us over 100, I think. Ignore the number going down. That's just because of all the injuries I think we've got. Yeah, we're 35% down. I'm pretty sure we're above 100 now, or we're close to 100. Right, we need to limp off in here. Oh, I forgot to attach those like a fool. Never mind, we've got a bit of extra armor on each. Is it 10? Yeah, we've got an extra 10 armor on the head. Not bad. Ugh. The problem is now I can't do the Indiana Jones one. Well, I can actually, if we run. The problem is if they have the Holland Hound, I'm fucked. And I've had the Holland Hound before on these. Guess we'll have to risk healing. With one guy healing, the other one watching. Jesus. Still 10, Grizz. I know you want it to be 20, but it's still 10. It's 20%, but it's capped at 10. So 20% of 50 is 10. So basically it's saying if your resolve is over 50, you can only get 10 hit points. And then it says it shares it between the brothers that need it. So if you've got 3 injured brothers in front of you, you're only doing 3 hit points per person. Yeah, 10 per turn, but when I'm in a fight where I need health, they're usually getting hit for more than 10, unless they're out of the fight altogether, like an archer or something. I think 10's pretty low. In a fight where I need the healing is what I'm sort of getting at. Like, I'm assuming I'm getting hit for more than 10 most turns. And it's not 10, like I say, it's 10 split between characters, so it's 3 or 2, depending on how many are injured. So yeah, I need to try it. I suspect the text is wrong, because otherwise you wouldn't be bugging it up as a skill. If it was only doing 2 or 3, you would have been like, oh, that's rubbish. So it must be different. Wait, 100. Well, actually, 4 opponents, we might be able to kill these. We haven't got Holy Flame, though. No, this would be stupid. These guys hit too hard, don't they? 65 melee still. No, we're off. We'll just do the quest. Let's not get fancy. I could definitely kill this front two. Like, maybe if I bottlenecked it, but the pikes are just a pain in the arse. Don't need to do anything fancy. We should just be able to outrun them. Yeah, 10 of 100 is not 20%, dude. It's 10%. I don't know how you got to 20. And again, if it's between 3 brothers, it's 3%. It's not totally useless, it's just less useful. I'm pretty sure the field bandage is capped at 20, but I could be wrong. I honestly can't recall the exact specifics on it. I think it's more, though, than the cap. But it makes sense. A prayer shouldn't do as much as an actual bandage. Or an actual like medical treatment, you know, whatever you want to call it. I like these two bros, but I really wish we had a terrain modifier. They're too slow. It definitely could be Grizz. It says 10 per turn. It doesn't say whether that's per brother or total. That would make more sense. If it's 10 per brother, I take it back. That's useful. But it's what I'm getting at is that I usually need it when they're engaged in combat. And I think if you're engaged in combat and you're only doing 10 a turn, it's still fucking risky. And maybe if you can whip out a shield and just like hold your ground, or I don't know, or taunt or whatever to try and save him or rotate him out. But yeah, it's better than nothing. It's still a dire situation though. But I guess it sort of should be. Mid-fight, it's not like he can shove you in an MRI, do you know what I mean? Like, it's limited the healing he can do. 93 we're on now, yes, it's a little bit more than 10%. But the other guy, like, I guess it could help earlier rows like this, but by the time you get Prayer of Hope, you haven't got 55 health, or if you have, then that row is certainly broken. Yeah, exactly. You should start, that's a good point. You should start healing when they're like, as soon as they're scratched, basically. But again, you can't spam it as well because isn't it quite a lot of fatigue points to use it? I think it's 30, isn't it? Yeah. So you really need some fatigue reduction as well because Prayer of Faith I think is quite expensive. You know, a meaty sort of banner guy, unless he's Battleforged, doesn't have a lot of fatigue. So you've got to bear in mind he probably needs at least 90 fatigue, which is a lot. But I think if you combine it with, I haven't got it on this brother, you know, the one that reduces resolve that gives you fatigue. What's it called? Looks like a little guy meditating. I can't think of the skill, but I'm sure you know what I mean. The ones that reduce fatigue, anyway. For the life of me, I can't think what it's called. Mind everybody. Thank you, Teddy. Appreciate you, man. Teddy's always there with the knowledge, just lurking, waiting to tell me something. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, if you get Mind Everybody, that maybe makes the prayers a bit more efficient. You could like drop it from 30 down to like, if you like a 20% discount, you get it down to like 24 then, wouldn't it? 24, maybe 22, 20 if you've got a ridiculous Mind Everybody, which you probably will with the banner guy. Yeah, if you can get it down to 20 fatigue, you could probably just spam it like 4 or 5 turns in a row. Again, I guess if not, that's a creative use on a banner with Peaceable. Take Recover or Swift Recovery if you've got it, because then you can spam Prayer and then just Swift Recover and just keep spamming it. Like, so there's definitely some. This is what I'm talking about. I like doing different builds like this. Is it makes you think, where's the synergy? What else can we do? Yeah, cool. Like it. Thank you, Teddy. You knowledge bomb you. Do we risk return item after that fucking shit kicking we just got on that event? I think that really shows I need to be less picky and find a third brother. But we have fuck all money, so I ain't got a choice. It's either that or we do running quests again. We just run some trade. We've never been there. Let's go there. Fuck, I have not got time for this. I'm not doing any more dangerous events. They can all fuck off. Hang on, sell price is sick here. We need to loiter here. But I am doing return item. It's worth it just for the sell gear. Is he going to pay me for these wolf pelts? 121. Yeah, I think right now I need that more than the furs. Oh, we're making a decent... God, I've never made that much profit before on peat bricks. 70% return. Nice. And the iron ingots. Happy days. And that. And we don't really want the adrenal gland. They can all bugger off. I also don't need this much food. Spoil in 2 days. And we eat 4 per day, and this goes off in 2 days. May as well sell it. It's just going to rot. We can't eat it fast enough. There we go. Right, 1700. Right, we've got a cash flow now. Buy a couple of nets. Okay, we could possibly afford a flagellant. Oh, there's another Crusader. Level 9. See, they're not expensive. He's level 9. That looks really expensive. They're not. The hedge knights you're hiring are level 2 or 3. He's 3 times the cost, but he's 4 times the levels. So, yeah, that's why he's dear. I wonder if they're all that high level. I wonder if that's why they appear so expensive. So really, you don't need to think of that as like a hedge knight with holy fire and prayers. The way to think about it is he's an experienced hedge knight. He is still more paladin than hedge knight, but still, I haven't seen a level 9 hedge knight yet. I'm curious if we do see one, what they cost. I could get a good banner, but I don't want a banner at the moment. I think banners are too vulnerable. I need warriors, so I actually would rather have a pilgrim that doesn't cost me anything. I take a witch hunter, but it's risky. We need a witch hunter that's got half decent melee if we're going to do it with quick hands, because he is going to get based when I've only got 2 to protect him. Oh, we'll try this. If it's bandit rabble, we should be alright. I should have done this the other way around. I know we're already repaired. That's cool. We're good. We're good. Let's do this. No more events, please, where I've got to kill 7 wolves with 2 men. Oh, sorry. Well, but I will give you a shout out too, but I have not given Teddy one in a while. Go and check out Teddy, please, boys and girls, when you get a chance, especially if you like some Dota. Not my game, but I've dipped my finger in it before. Dipped my toe in, so to speak. But yeah, Teddy is a bit of a Dota hardcore guy. He also plays Battle Brothers when he fancies playing a real game, but you know, if you do like Dota, go and check him out. No, Grizz, that's probably, I think the cheapest one I saw was, I think it was 10 or 11k. The most expensive I've seen is 15k. I haven't always been noting their level though, so I will keep an eye on the levels, but the one I saw for 14k was also level 9, so I think that seems about the right spot. Poachers, Warden, this might be a bit risky, but fuck it. We need to get some cash flowing. Right, if we can kill this and get up on the hill, we're fine. Our defense isn't bad. We might actually be able to just move through him. I'm surprised they're shooting the guy with ranged defense because he's got -10, so that's a problem. Right, I can go there and get surrounded, but also fight downhill. I can go here and do the same thing. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Oh, our dog survived. I forgot he survived. So we've got a warhound as well. How that dog survived 7 wolves, I don't know. Would have liked to have got a riposte on, but never mind. We're not also going to be able to get on the hill now. But at least we're not fighting uphill. They're just going to have one advantage on this stick guy, but everything else is cushy. And all I've got to do is step back, actually, and then they haven't got the range for it. So this is 3 towers away. Again, I could think of stepping through this guy. Melee skill 40 and our defense is 31. We should probably like 80% chance to step through there. Or we could kill him quickly and step through. I've only got 1 move if I double strike him. So we have to use that. Then it's going to be 2 feet. Yeah, if we kill him with this blow, we can get up there. Oh, yes, get up the hill. He'll be fine, he's downhill. I really want to be on the hill just to take their advantage away, not to really gain an advantage. This guy's ranged, so we'll drop the dog on him because he's not going to close anyway. Go for the archers. Ugh. Failed me, dog. You failed me. Oh no, he's gone the other way. Okay, cool, that works. Leave my dog alone. I can't catch him. I haven't got Pathfinder. Maybe we can get. We got some tiered armor off them though. 100, 105. No fatigue, loads of fatigue. There you go. Shamefully rubbish tier 2, but it's better than nothing. Nets. Can't really afford the net with his fatigue, so 2 nets. Oh, no. No, dagger makes more sense. Don't have a dagger for him. Sweet, easy quest. Considering we're only 2 guys. Happy days. How close are we? 1292. We're going to get to 1400. We're not close, but we're not far away. 108. About 4 to 6 good contracts, I reckon. Or an ambition, which we're probably on track to do. I think we're doing 8 contracts, aren't we? Yeah, 2 more. Okay. Ambition plus 2 contracts, we might do it. I think Stronghold's pushing it. Armed Courier is safe-ish. We've got relationships, we can push that up to 500. A day to Vicen, so I'm just going to accept it. Where are we going? Down there, okay. We still got good prices here. 25%, yeah, sell everything. £2,000, nice. Oh, when you get good sale prices like this, it's just, the game is just so nice to play. I hate it when I just feel like I'm grinding against the economy the whole time. Right, where can we go in the ship? Oh, we can go to there. And where are we running to? Running there. Oh, it's a triangle. We're about equidistant. We're slightly close to where we are now. Nah. Neat idea, but it's not going to work. Yeah, we'll run to this place with no beam. Do we need to repair? Yes, we do. Level up to 13, 17. Is that worth balanced or not? We took perfect focus because we thought it wasn't. Our initiative is now high enough that we're going to get max. We just need more weight to get the 35. We could take sword specialty. We have no defense stats, so unless we roll like a god, I think we're going to struggle to take Schwerkampfer. I would like to. We are getting there though, so I'm going to hold off picking my weapon specialty, I think. Regardless, he's accurate as fuck. 2 is very tempting because this is too low and we have no Colossus options. 57 is also too low and we're not particularly heavy yet, so this is very tempting with no stars. I think 4 beats 2 in this situation, as much as I want health. I think it's good to wait for 3s and 4s, unless this is also a 2. If they were both 2, I would take the hit points for sure. And I would also like to push this up together. But as long as we're above 70, we don't actually need more initiative than that. But that gives us some padding before we put heavier armour on. So I think we'll take that in this instance. 61, we're creeping back to a sensible rate. This is helping, and we're also getting a reduction on... Oh, I wonder, I'm sure that weapon strike went up before. It was 9 fatigue, and it was 13 by the end. What am I thinking of him? Nah, I'm mixing the 2 bros up, it was always 9. I was wondering if this was coming down when our fatigue dropped. I think it's on max fatigue. Right, do we do recover? That would help him with his ship fatigue. Or we could literally boost it with this. Give us 6 fatigue, which is better than we can roll. So it's worth a perk in some arguments. Slightly more valuable than gifted, although gifted does 2 other stats as well. What tier are we unlocked? Okay, we are only on weapon specialty. So I don't hate a mace brother. I like the stunning nature, and this guy's going to be accurate, which is what I like on a mace brother. A reliable stunner, I think, can save you. And then if he switches to 2-hand, we can use the mace either way. If he stays with the shield, we can use the mace. So I quite like that. I've blacked out shield, so my original instinct was to not take shields. But with his low defense, I'm not sure. Rotation isn't useful yet because we've only got 2 guys. Oh, that's quite nice. Steadfast, so that the little fatigue he has isn't wasted when he gets struck. Very tempting by that as well. Lots of good options here. Make a decision, Winnie, you miserable bastard. I just wish we had a mace that I could wick onto him. Right, let's ignore the specialties because we haven't got the final weapon yet. I think we might just take this, even though it's not going to give us too much yet, because we are going to layer up soon. I quite like Feign as well. No, we're going to take it. I don't think we're going to get anything. Oh, we do. We're getting 6-2. Gosh, I didn't think we were heavy enough. Well, 6 is definitely worth it. Yeah, we need to pile that armor on him now. Doesn't matter, head or body, just get him heavier. Nice. Yeah, he's rounding out. He's rounding out. So now we can skip this, take Underdog probably next. Actually, I'm going to put it back as blue. These are both good. Underdog and Reach. That should be got down. And then I think we'll definitely take Lithe. And then it'll be a toss-up between these two. Nice. For an old retired dude, he's fucking barbarians. He's doing alright, I was about to say. We still haven't repaired as well. Shit. Okay, he's repaired. It's just this guy. We're still at 75% armor. Okay, fine. Still going to try and avoid it. We are... bloody barbarians. And there's a dog. 2 dogs, great. We're not going to be able to get on that hill. This might be too much. If we can break the morale quickly, we might get lucky. I can even the odds a smidge. Hold them off for a turn and stop the range weapons. Yep, they've got javelins. Right, go. Okay, at least we put 1 dog down. That's not bad. Now, don't catch the axe with your head, you fool. Oh, he chopped my dog's head off. Bastard. How rude. Melee's got 55. Defense is still 30. Riposte. He's got less health. Marginally. Come on now, dodge like your lives depend on it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, kill the fuckers. Oh, it was going so well. Yeah, that's it, attack that guy. I'd rather you attack that guy. It's more deadly, and he's riposting. Oh my god, he has like 5 ripostes. Fucking sick. You, Avuko, you need to have a word of yourself. Okay, we've got no riposte this round, we're fatigued out. Just dodge, just dodge. Don't get stunned, don't get stunned. Too many stuns. Oh, fuck off. I need to get rid of the stunners. That's one cure as well. You twat. Who misses an 8% plus hit at that point of the cruciality? Oh, you bastard. If he dies, it's definitely RNG. 8%. When you're surrounded by 4, you can't afford to do that. No, this is it, boys. Bloody Thrall's course again. Not again, sorry, I should say again. Events course again. Yeah, killed him. That's it. Fucking hell, man. 4 runs. It's embarrassing how poorly I got into these runs. It's supposed to be an easy one. It's the initial renown grinds that I've found challenging. And then got absolutely butt-fucked on a couple of events, although we survived them, so I shouldn't really say that, because we didn't die, so. And then just a few thralls got us, and that was it. 2 dogs, so it's not like I could have fled. Let's see if we can get the old retired dude out. It's unlikely. Hiya! Oh well, we get to spin the wheel, that's fun. Go on, let the retired dude go about his retirement. Oh, I can't even take the... Oh, I can't even climb the hill, so he doesn't even get reach advantage taken away. Damn it. Should have just hit. Yeah, just kill the bastard. Cut his legs out. The tired one-swing approach of the 2 fatigued warriors. Who wins? Who strikes down first? Yeah, retired guy for the win. He can go back to his retirement now. Wait, 331 points, which shows how stupid the point system is. They weren't slain to last man. The retired dude managed it. What are we on? Day 8. That's embarrassing. I think the other one was day 21. I think that's my deepest run. Oi. Let's make this a bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. Day 21, I believe. Let me just check my load files. 26. 26. Very embarrassing, but rough events for sure. We've got much deeper and much harder runs. There, that's the wrong way. So we will put this in rank order. 2 reasonably shit shows so far. Yeah, some mistakes with we've relearned. Yes, I died. Yeah, I got caught by 7 thralls and 2 warhounds, and we just had another fight. So we were at 75% armor on the Crusader. Warhounds hit us straight away, so we couldn't flee. Killed one of them, and then the thralls were on us. And then we missed 8% plus chances to hit, or 92% chances to hit, depending on which way you like doing the math. 8% chance to miss, and we missed twice. And then it was 4v1. The retired guy actually survived, but the other guy got struck down. No, not a caravan, just literally my 2 guys versus 8 thralls, but it was the 2 dogs that got us stuck. It was 7 plus a dog, so yeah, 8, but 7 plus a dog. Just gonna turn my jump off as a little bit more. But yeah, Grizz, a very shameful run. I have not done well on those runs. So summary was Mummies stopped one of the runs. Can't remember how the third one went. Mummies, Arena, that was dumb. I could have just not done the Arena. That last one we just got caught when we were only at 2 brothers. I think the challenge with Crusaders is rushing to 1400 as safely as you can, and then getting 6 brothers. I actually could have gone to 3 brothers. I was looking for maybe 2 perfect characters. You are super squishy with 2, even though the Crusader is fucking strong. Even thralls can overwhelm you. So it's that's maybe my mistake. I should have maybe just hired fodder. It's the temptation to leave a slot open for an event brother or take a subpar brother, and I had, yeah, one of those. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It was good. I can definitely beat that run. I enjoy Crusaders. We will return to Crusaders. I think what we'll do, actually, we'll put a star next to the ones that I think we've got unfinished business on, or I enjoyed it and I want to play again. Ones we don't like, I'll probably put an X. I enjoyed both of the runs we've done so far, though, and we can definitely have got more meat on the Anatomus and Crusader runs to explore. There will be some that I will just hate from the off and be like, yep, we'll do our 3 attempts and then we won't be doing this one again. But those 2 are not those. So, we have to roll the wheel again. I still have not created the wheel because I am lazy. I will do the wheel. I will maybe do it tomorrow, actually. It shouldn't take too long to make a wheel of 30 things. So for now, we will do an RNG. But I am doing so. If we roll 9 or 10, because I haven't got a wheel that takes it off yet. If we roll 9 or 10, we will re-roll. So bear with me while I roll. Let me move this back to the side so you guys can see it better and shrink it back down to its original size. There you go. So, yeah, let's do it. So 1 to 31, but we ignore 9 or 10. I think that's right. 1 to 31? Yeah, I took a few out, didn't I? I need to put the Adventurers one back in maybe, but we have done it recently, so I'm happy to leave it as what we've taken out. I think, just again, if anyone's interested, we took out the Lich one because this has also got Forbidden Knowledge on. I've left the Forbidden Knowledge in because I'm enjoying that. Took out the Lich one because I think it's a little bit much. Took out the Legion one because it's still in beta, and I also don't really love it either. And I took out New Company because it's just that everyone's done New Company. You know, I've done that to death. Anyway, we'll see what we get. At 10, we'll re-roll. That's Anatomist, we just did it. 3. Poachers. Interesting. I don't think I've done Poachers on vanilla. I know the gist on vanilla. It's, you can carry less, but you get something extra, don't you? You're like better at skinning or something. There's something you get extra, but you can carry less. I remember that much. Let's see what Legends is. For years, you've made a decent living by poaching in local woods, evading your... Winnie likes archers, so this is already off to a good start. Evading your lord's men by being quick on your feet, but pickings have become slimmer and slimmer, and you're faced with a decision how to make a living when all you know is how to use a bow. Hunters, so you start with a group of 3 woodsmen. You're expert scouts. Oh, you move faster. I knew there was an upside. So the upside is you move faster, and you can always get a scouting report for any enemies near you. Travel light. You can carry fewer items in your company's inventory. Grizz, question. Is it just me, or did they not used to have red text that told you the things that were different to vanilla? Or did I just imagine that? Or did they take it out? Was that like something they patched out? I'm sure there used to be red text to show you, oh, this is the original and this is the Legends thing. Or did I just imagine that? I'm sure I didn't imagine that. There's the red text. I thought that was on every one, though. All cultists gain bonus melee skills. Yeah, so that's not... You don't get that in vanilla. So they've added that in. And the True Believer perk, yeah. I thought that was on all of them. Maybe it's only on some of them. There you go. So there's that one as well. I liked that red text. I thought it popped. Hang on, is there any difference on Band of Poachers? Is this just literally vanilla Band of Poachers, but with Legends, layers and rules? Anatomists was different. I don't think Anatomist had any extra text, so maybe is it the Anatomists? Where is it? Yeah, there's no red text there, and I know that's slightly different, so fair enough. Band of Poachers it is. So 3 woodsmen, move a bit faster, get a scouting report. Can always get a scouting report for any enemies near you. I wonder if that works on bandit camps as well. Can we always scout the bandit camps? That's neat then, if we can never like not know what's in the undead thing or whatever. That would be quite useful. But fewer items, again, I think we can counter that with a donkey or whatever. We just got to try and push for the donkey early on. See what we got anyway. So this will be attempt 1. That looks like a fairly good bunch of poachers. Don't like some of the noble houses dislikes the beginning as well. Poachers, what about, yeah. No, I'll just call it poachers. What are we going to call ourselves? Oh, that's Robin Hood, obviously. You can insert your last word yourself. Robin Hoods. Robin's Hood? Robin Hoods. Oh, what is this? What's the keyboard doing to me? Robin Hoods. Merry Axeman. Cool. Random crisis. Expert. Hi. That's the seed if you want to join in. I will update it in the title, but I need to. I tell you what, we'll update it in the Twitch title. We won't update it in the YouTube title because it confuses YouTube. We are on day 1 of Poachers. Can't believe we got killed by thralls. That's so unfortunate. I was looking forward to fleshing that one out, but never mind. Rules is rules, people. I already abused it slightly by ignoring the arena one and doing a 4.1 or 3.1. Yeah, you're right, Grizz. I probably should be more cautious in the north. I still think it's 2 brothers, not the north. If I had like 5 brothers, it would have been a piece of piss. Yeah, poachers. I'm guessing they all have poacher's arms, so that's nice, because that is like the ultimate archer skill, assuming you like bowman, which, you know, Winnie likes bowman. I don't think it'll be as fun as rangers, but I still think it'll be fun. That's my prediction. Oh, I just want to get past day 50. We've had a couple of rough runs. I'm really considering dropping back to veteran otherwise. Because I think it's the best content to watch me just keep getting to day 10 and dying. But then we got through to like day 150 on the what was it? A random trio, yeah. Sorry, yeah, thralls maybe, but barbarian stuff and others early on. They throw a lot of stuff. Yeah, we took a couple of axes to the head. It wasn't what really did it though. It was more getting surrounded, and again, I didn't have the anti-surround, and it was more missing 92% strikes when we really needed them to kill them. Because if we'd have killed a couple of them when we missed those strikes, it would have broke their morale. So it impacts everything, doesn't it? If you don't kill that one guy and break some of them, not break, but just like reduce them to wavering, then they're slightly less accurate, so your riposte works a little bit better, and yeah, a lot can be on that 93% hit. Anyway, it is what it is. So despite the tales of lone, hungry hunters just looking to feed a family, poachers often work in teams to create a whole business out of a trade of stolen furs and meats, as your local lord, blah blah blah, became increasingly annoyed with poachers hunting in his woods. Most of the surrounding groups of hunters were caught, mutilated and hung. Great. With just yourself, Ermengarde, the brave, Franz and Osmond remaining, a decision had to be made. How to make a living when all you know is how to use a bow. It was decided to turn your collective talents to mercenary work, and you were promptly elected captain of the outfit. You have the sharpest eyes of us all, Franz said, and Osmond agreed, though tempered it. And you are, of course, easily the worst shot of the group. Don't whip for that one, Captain. Haha. Certainly your merry band of poachers brings unique talents to the table. Your men prefer to travel light, quick on their feet, good shots with the bow, and experts in scouting to avoid unfavourable engagements, which is definitely what we need, considering we keep dying to unfavourable engagements. That's not a good symbol. Fragile. Great. Oh, is that a female with fragile? Fucking hell. So she's got no health. And she's cocky, so yeah. No health and negative defense stats. We're not off to a good start, boys and girls. We're not off to a good start. On the upside, as stars in ranged and ranged defense, and we don't really need melee defense, and 1-star initiative. So stars are in the right places. So we'll say, I don't know what we'll say, average for now. Put it in the middle as the baseline. Then we've got Eagle Eye, very nice to have on an archer. Irrational. It's not ideal, but you know, it could be worse. It's sometimes positive. 2 stars on ranged, good. This one's got fatigue and initiative, and Winnie's favourite skill, so that's good with fatigue. This one doesn't have it, also doesn't have fatigue, so this one will sort of work out. We do not want to take medium armour, I've now realised, or we may need that, because it boosts melee by 15 and ranged by 5, so really it's not a ranged defense. I think we want to stick with nimble, but we'll mix in the medium perfect fit because that's useful. We'll obviously be taking bow and all the bow skills. Considering all those other ones are sling skills, we'll grade that one out. We'll take overwhelm, and we'll probably take backstab, and we'll probably take double strike, which we didn't roll. Damn it! Bloody harvest is nice. Oh no, that's melee area of effects. Never mind. We'll definitely have freedom of movement. We'll take killing frenzy and berserk. We'll take close combat archery. Probably won't take piercing shot, but we won't black it out. Bullseye. Probably won't take anticipation, but it's always one to consider. Bags and belts. Cover. No, not recover. It's not taking perfect focus. Pathfinder. Okay, useful skills. Not really difficult to build. This new one. Oh, sorry. Oh, what? He didn't get Poacher's Arm. Oh, he's a hunter. That's why. Ah, so the hunter is frankly perk-wise demonstrably worse. Poacher's Arm, range defense by blending, dodge, berserk, nimble, swift recovery, freedom of movement, muscularity, close combat archer. Okay, this is pretty sick with perfect focus. Yes, double strike, nice. Backstabber. Footwork. Oh, did you get footwork? Yes. Nope. Yes. Okay, nice, brothers. In terms of perks, can't complain about much. Decent. Slightly subpar ranged, but it's going to be made up for by Poacher's Arm. Got fatigue for perfect focus and initiative for dodge. I'd say medium still, maybe marginally better on perks. I know we've got a slinger, which I've never built before. We've got Nyctophobia, which is good because we're ranged. We don't want to fight at night time anyway, so it's going to happen sometimes. But yeah, to balance it out, we've got Survivor. It's pretty sick. Also got 2 stars on ranged. I now think they all started with 2 stars on ranged and it's hard-coded in, but that's fine. We've got Initiative, a 1 star. We've got a Resolve. Probably not going to make him a banner guy. Now, if we can get... This all stay blue circled. If we can get fatigue high enough, we'll take perfect focus. By high enough, we need to be like at least 130. We'll look at, because I've heard it's good with slings anyway. Oh, we got Mind Over Body. We won't make him a banner, but we might push his resolve up to get his fatigue down to counter the perfect focus. That's good. I know my man Grizz likes. You said earlier you like a slinger build on perfect focus, so maybe we can test it, which would be cool. We don't want underdog particularly, or peaceable, or pacifist. We like student. We like blending. We like Poacher's Arm doesn't work on slings, does it? It only works on bows. So we're giving up Poacher's Arm. That's... Maybe we don't give him the slings. Yeah, sling perk shepherd. Well, you could still give a poacher it, but yeah, he doesn't get the tier 1 perk, but he can still get the slinger perks like these. And I believe there's a barrage is a good one, isn't it? Yeah. So we could still do it, but I think Poacher's Arm is so OP that you'd be stupid not to take Poacher's Arm, in my opinion. So I think we'll go with the classic. We won't fight the... We'll do a sling build, as you say, on a different one. There's no need to force it here. Adaptive if we need it. Oh, we were talking about this earlier where you don't get Killing Frenzy, but you do get Battle Flow. This is a good example. So even though it's on the Flail perk group, we got it on the Poacher. So we can get... Oh, we didn't get Berserk though. Berserk Battle Flow would have been nice, because again, it gives us the fatigue back, which helps offset Perfect Focus. We've still got the Perfect Focus though, so Perfect Focus... And then hopefully we can get a banner that can inspire them, so we won't be at 9 AP, we'll be at 13. And then he can perfect focus, and he's got 12 AP to shoot, still gets to shoot 6 arrows. He's going to run out of fatigue before he does that. But yeah, so if we do push resolve, remember to push resolve, get a good chunky, at least 100 mind over body. Hopefully with gear we might be able to get it to a 29%, 120 resolve, 29% reduction. That will help offset the 75% increase of perfect focus, and then we battle flow every time we kill somebody, which will also help us keep shooting again. Real shame we didn't get berserk, but other than that, that's close to being perfect. But we did get dodge, relentless, and all that good stuff. Bullseye, maybe anticipation, maybe not. Definitely pathfinder, definitely alert. Consider lookout. I mean, there's a lot to pack into this character, so we'll have to be selective. But the ones I've highlighted are the ones I'll probably be considering. I don't do small target. Oh, hang on a minute. Do we do small target because we can't push ranged attack, ranged defense, fatigue, initiative, and resolve? That's 6 skills. We can't do all that to hit all those. We have to push ranged attack. We have to push ranged defense, I think. We could ignore hit points if we take small target. We could occasionally buff resolve and occasionally buff initiative. And we're already 86, we're not going to be in heavy armor, so we could split the difference between those two and stop range defense as well once we hit like 12 or 20, depending on what mood we're in. So we could maybe then flick, if we think resolve is more important, into that. As soon as resolve hits the right number, we can stop that as well. It's challenging because we're going to try and do too many stats, but we'll see. We'll see how we go with it. We've also got gifted, which will help solve some of those problems. Regardless of skills, we're going to leave the sling on him for now. Oh, actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. We can do it on the hunter in the short term, so he can use his poacher's arm the second he levels up. Now, who's more accurate? 48, 54. You win the big bow, and you got. So we need to immediately hire some meat shields to put in front of these guys, and whoever's got the most fatigue needs to put that on because we've got very limited storage space being poachers. What are you sharing with me now, Grizz? Right, hang on. Oh, that's a lot of text. Bear with me, mate. Let me catch up. Oh, they need that perk to be good. Oh, really? No, I will take this as a tip, mate, because I've never built a slinger. I've never even tried to build a slinger. I think I've maybe used it like this. I've started with the equipment and used it like in one battle, but I've never really actually buffed it. So on slings, you're saying that you need to be patient until they get a reliable to hit, and then they're annoying as fuck. Okay. So, but 75 plus range skill can count. They actually hit. But it's very important. You need the first tier special perks. Yeah, I mean, you get plus 12 to that, don't you? So that's a huge number then. So that shepherds and nomads kinds, any, and you need also ballistics. Yeah, that's the one that helps you shoot a range better, right? Especially because there's a minimum range on the staff sling, so there's no reason not to take ballistics. Because you're obviously not going to shoot at short range anyway. That is kind of rare with slingers. Oh, I see. But they can have 10 range, so ballistics will be very good if you don't want your slinger to drive you nuts by missing. Okay. Yeah, so it's super long range. Okay, cool. I think bags and belts is a good one as well, because then you can throw potions and stuff, can't you? And it's nice to have a few options. Yeah, cool, we'll check it out. But so I think you're alluding to saying that don't use slings, a bit like Brawler, don't use the Brawler skills until you get a certain level. Are you saying don't use the sling, maybe just give them a bow for the short term? Assuming you can afford it, obviously. Let's just do an initial save. Poachers. Save 1. Attempt 1. Please just let there be one attempt this time. Don't want to embarrass myself again. But yeah, I think the Three Brothers was the problem. This at least was straight into 6. I felt the Rangers were run on the first couple of tries because similar, it's hard to keep them both alive, especially with the Druid so weak. But we need meat shields. We can't, even when he can't have 2 archers and a staff sling guy, we need somebody to get in the way. What do we want? So I'm going to try and build a backline heavy group, but we're still going to need a varlet and a banner in the back, so we pretty much want archers apart from those 2. And then on the front line, it's going to be as meaty and tanky and shieldy as we can to get in the way of the ones behind. That's my loose plan. Love a blacksmith and the heavy armor. It's not a bad start, but we won't have the armor too soon. But that's a good start. I like an apprentice too. I like being able to move on the map, so it'd also be good to get something that does movement like a caravan hand. We're already pretty good in forests from the look at it, and a bit in snow and highlands. Oh, there's a shepherd, but we can't. I can't take shepherd straight away, Grizz. We need something to be in the way. We will take a slinger. Oh, I like the money aspect of a miner. And despite it saying they're light armor, I've found 3 so far with Battleforged, so I'm taking that with a pinch of salt. With 2.5 grand, and these being cheap to try out, I'm going to try them out because we have a choice, but we're probably going to hire one of them. But we're going to hire the best one. Pragmatic, good. Team player, well, you're not going to use range, so he has 1 perk basically, that doesn't count. Health, initiative, and defense. Pretty solid defensive skills. We could either have a nimble sword and border, or stick in with light armor. It looks like he's got a movable object and battle forged. Yeah, I disagree with the text that this guy's light. Yeah, nothing wrong with that character. Oh, this one's got range 3 stars and double tongue, so I'm just going to hit dismiss and stop reading right there. Be gone. Fucking hate those skills. This one's got range, defense, attack, and initiative with drunkard and vision. Again, he's more rangey build than anything else. Be gone. Right. Well, we wasted a bit of money. The first one was the best one. We will take him. So the reason we're going to take this one particularly is we're going to take this skill and we're going to gather some, well, my very mild tests of it is salt, but I'm sure we'll gather ore and other stuff on occasion, and I think it's going to be a nice little money maker, especially when we do escort caravans. We could actually spec him into a brawler, but in this instance I'm probably going to stick with miner. Which means we'll be doing one-handed hammer mastery. Ah, Grizz, have you read this before? This one confused me. So this is, and I think again it needs some clarification from the Discord in Legends, but this is a 2-handed generic scaling to hit hammer, but in the description it says it works on using any 2-handed hammer, but a pickaxe or a military pick. Well, a pickaxe and a military pick are both 1-handed hammers, so it's very confusing. So my question is, and I'll ask the Discord, Legends Discord, why does it say 2-handed hammers, but it doesn't say 1-handed hammers, but it does reference 1-handed hammers? Very confusing. And do any 1-handed hammers work for the stats, or is it only specifically the pickaxe and the military pick? So this whole thing confuses shit out of me. Bonus will be doubled against Ifrits and Rockhold, so these guys are really good at smashing rock, that makes sense. And allow this character to mine for minerals while assigned to the supply tent, which is basically the reason I've hired him. I'm actually tempted to hire 2 or 3 of these and just see how much ore we can produce. But I think that's not in the spirit of the game. I would like to take a shield on him to begin with, but we've not got shield skills, so we are going to lean on this one. Oh, we've got 2 stars in initiative. No, we're going to have to just... I don't like it, but we're going to have to go with dodge. We could adapt him into medium, actually. That might be a better choice. But for now, we'll highlight the light armors. So I haven't got the best fatigue start, considering we're wearing almost nothing. And we also don't have fatigue stars. So yeah, it just makes sense to stick with dodge. So temporarily we're going to use shields even without the skills. Don't think he's got the... I mean, he could be an okay brawler actually, but you've got to buy the gloves, and I just think they're never as good as a true brawler, because a true brawler has damage percentage buffs. Hammer. Two-handed we're going to go, it says. Nimble two-hammer. Yeah, this might be unwise. Muscularity. Fearsome maybe. Killing Frenzy. No Berserk. Sorry, just come up for air. Oh, bloody cheap view bots. Fuck off. Oh, Grizz, you're on a machine. You're on a mission again. Longer messages, mate. Longer messages. Look up perk also gives +1 vision, but usually I don't take that to avoid spending the perk on Slinger and use runes and no helms without vision penalty. Agree with all of that, apart from I have never taken Lookout, and I also want to use it for the Lookout skill so we get auto pause. And this is the one where it's actually got some secondary uses on, so I think it's worth taking. If someone didn't cheese with auto pause, you would need it. I jest. Now on all first level perks, all weapons work of that class. Yeah, okay, then the text needs to be changed, because it says two-handed hammers, but it doesn't mention one-handed hammers, which is really irritating. So I think they've misled me there at least. Unless I'm wrong and there's a two-handed pickaxe and a two-handed military pick, but I don't believe there is. Difference is the perk scales. Yeah, no, I know the normal pet scaling perk. You're missing the point. It says two-handed hammers, but it lists one-handed hammers in the description. That's the odd thing. Normally, it gives short bow for Poacher's Arm, for example. Then anything that's not a short bow is scaling, but it still has to be a bow. It doesn't work on crossbows. Whereas this one is saying two-handed hammer, and then lists two one-handed hammers, and then in the third bullet point it says any other two-handed hammer, but it doesn't mention the one-handed hammers again, which is odd. And most of them are one or t'other, they're not both. For example, the lumberjack is two-handed axes, not one-handed axes. That might be a bad example. They might be both actually, but I think it explicitly says both. Anyway, Poacher's Arm is just bows. So you want it on your Poacher, a Fame bow. No, I know. Please don't explain the full tier 1 thing to me. I do understand the scaling 12 level 5% thing. I am specifically talking about that normally they just mention one-handed or two-handed. They don't usually do both, although I think Lumberjack might be the exception. Yeah, I know it's for all two-handed. You're still not getting me. You're still not getting me, dude. No, so this one says two-handed hammer on the first bullet point, pickaxe or military pick. So that's controversial because a pickaxe and a military pick are not a two-handed hammer, they're a one-handed hammer. On the third bullet point, it then generically says this for anything not listed. So if this was Poacher's Arm, it would be anything that's not a short bow. It scales at 25%. If you haven't changed the settings, it's then 5% per level. So if you're level 4, it's 40%. So it's 25 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 for the 3 level ups. On, say, a warbow or a hunter's bow. I know that. What I'm getting at is that it has 2 different types of hammer, 2 and one-handed, listed in the first bullet point, but in the third bullet point it just says two-handed hammers, which seems to me odd that it would change halfway down the text. That's the bit I'm getting at. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, surely it should also give scaling one-handed hammers because the specific one's listed, which is just maybe it's as it's written. I just find that odd that it's different for different ones. That's all I'm getting at. Whereas usually it's just bows. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. I just find it's odd that they've switched on that one. I don't really understand the logic, unless it's just because he's a minor. But yeah, I don't know. I just find it odd. No, there's a mallet wabber. Is the sort of naff hammer. It's like a big wooden mallet. It looks really silly. It looks like a giant crochet stick. And most people skip straight to the metal one. Yeah. I mean, it's not shit if you use it like early, but if you're using it early, you're really rolling the dice because they won't have the melee defense for it. Yeah, I just find that one odd. And I think the lumberjack is the same. I think it lists a one-handed axe and then says two-handed axes later. Anyway, that's the bit I was getting at. It's just very strange. But no, I do understand the scaling bit. I just thought it was odd that they changed the text. But yes, it does appear to just be two-handers, which matters though, because when you're building him out, you're like, if it's one-handers, you're looking at shield skills. If it's two-handers, you're not. So it matters to me when I'm sort of planning how I'm going to build him out, which is why I was going on about it. But anyway, we still don't have shield skills, so it works in our favour, if anything. So we'll temporarily use that, and then when we get good enough, we'll switch to a proper two-handed hammer, unless we find the crochet bopper. Right, we need another frontliner. I don't hate the blacksmith early on, but he's nothing special. I've never taken a milkmaid, but I assume she's more base bitch than useful. Yes, anyway, let's get on. I really want to take the escort one, but we just don't have basic gear yet. Right, oh yeah, let's get shields and things. I worry that this guy is not going to be enough to hold the front line. He's definitely not going to do that. Yeah, Wabba, you're probably right. I just feel like it could do with some clarification. Unless it is written exactly as it's meant to be interpreted, and I just need to accept that it's odd, but I just thought it was odd. Right, 45 armor. He's not going to die immediately. He's also not going to last that long. Oh, here's said hammer. It's only 263 actually. So you could buy it. It's obviously at 44%. You could repair it, but that might be worth grabbing and repairing now actually for cheap, and we just repair it for later. Obviously, he is nowhere near good enough for it yet. We need to train him up a bit first. Is this better than the pickaxe? 15 to 20. 15 to 30, 5150, 5150. Assuming it's better. Yeah, no, the blacksmith's hammer's worse than the pick. That's good to know. They're both very low tier, obviously. Oh, I didn't know that he had the apprentice had a specialty. The apprentice's specialty is that he has like student hard coded in, and you can still take student as well, if that makes sense. So he gets where is it? It's on the left hand side. Oh, maybe it doesn't show. Thought he got extra. I thought he had like plus 10% to learning or 15%. Am I thinking of a different one? Tend to be eager for knowledge and learn faster. I'm sure it said 15% on this left hand side. Huh. That's weird. I could have sworn that used to come up on the Guys, am I going mad? After the big long description at the top, it used to say they're like their character's special, and in this case, he can harvest whatever supplies, like mine and stuff. Oh no, that's actually a perk, so that one makes sense. I could have sworn it used to say apprentice description on that left side there. Yeah, no, I've definitely hired multiple apprentices in the past. Even on vanilla, they get 15% like built-in student, because you can then take student with it and buff it. I quite like the combo. Maybe they've just changed the text on it. Seems odd. Anyway, we need meat shields, so apprentices definitely cut the mustard. Nope. Nope. Got enough range bros. Battleforged blacksmith will do. Defense is good. These two are not so good. Do we want a fighting peddler? I doubt it. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Go for a jog to the west and find somebody else to hire. Oh, there's a big city up there. We'll be able to find someone to hire there. I want to be a bit selective while we've got a little bit of starting cash. Oh. Good health. Okay, attack, good dodge. Battle forged and medium armor. Good health and good initiative. Would pass for initiative. Oh, pass for initiative. Can't get my words out. Would pass for medium armor, but you would need some fatigue. Not loads, but enough to back it up. Plus initiative. It's quite good at dodging, actually. Doing better nimble, brother, if anything. Dagger mastery as well. Really would have been. If we got adaptive. We do have got adaptive. We could take light skills. Spec him out into that. He's a warm body with no negative perks, so it'll do for now. We need some meat shields. Doesn't matter. We've got to hire someone. God, you know it's desperate when you're checking out vagabonds. Oh, no. No, no, I'm being selective. Mock me if you will. We're up to 5 though. This is our last slot, and I actually think you get a lot of good event brothers when you're at 5, so 5's a decent enough number that we can, you know, survive momentarily. So, shield, please. And some sort of weapon. Oh, we haven't looked at the tree yet. Let's see what we've got. Oh, 57, 47. He rolled badly. We got a star, but he rolled badly to start us off. Huge amount of health, though. So we've got muscularity. He's going to hit like a tree by the end of it. So we were talking about doing dagger mastery. Shame we didn't get the grapple skills. If we go blacksmith's technique, we're straight into one-handed hammers. We don't have the shield skills. We could go duelist. Got a bit of initiative. Medium or light duelist within the zone. Could be interesting. In the zone. Some resolve. Hard to mind everybody. Without fortified mind as well. Probably not going to take that. Something like that. Too many good skills on this guy, that's the problem. Lots of options. Right, his job for now is just to not die, so spears will be good. Or not. Right. Gonna cash this one in, and we need to get a 6th frontliner, and probably out of the north. We're going to learn our lesson for those barbarians. Killing frenzy, battle flow, muscularity, perfect focus, freedom of movement. Jesus Christ, I want all the tier 7 skills. Nimble, so we keep our fatigue for perfect focus. Overwhelm, headhunter, underdog berserk. Second wind, clarity. Oh my god. I think this guy might be about as perfect as you can get. I wish. Oh, he's got 2 stars in fatigue as well. I mean, the only danger is that we're going nimble, so he's going to be a bit squishy. He's even got iron lungs. He's going to punch like an absolute beast. And crippling strikes. I've never taken that on a brawler before, but that makes sense. If you're going to punch 12 times, you may as well do wounds. Injuries, I mean. Fast adaptation as well. I've never tried that on a brawler, but that might work as well. And Colossus. Oh, there's almost nothing he's missing, other than swapping range defense for melee defense. That's close to perfection. Pessimist is a bit shit, but we'll just make sure he's got, near the banner. It's a bit early, but I think we're going to smash that. It's a bit early to develop a brawler, in my opinion, but we'll do our best. Can't afford weapons. What if I just take punching out the gate? Extra 5 melee skill and 10 defense. Do you know what I wouldn't normally do this. I usually wait for dodge at least. So initiative roll on no stars. 3 to 5. Okay, so that's a bottom roll. I'll take the 4 then. No, it makes sense. Colossus dodge. Go back from mid-extras. Then take unarmed mastery, at which point you can fight unarmed even. Then take underdog, then go back for grapple. And take nimble. No, don't go back for grapple. Go nimble, then go back for grapple. Then take unarmed training. then you've got a toss-up between freedom of movement, muscularity, berserk, battle flow and killing frenzy, and then you probably are skills. But then there's other flavors we can roll into the mix, like the second wind to keep his dodge up, 9 lives to keep him alive. I've never done it, but I feel like a brawler adrenaline might also be bizarrely interesting. We have to keep fatigue to make that work. There's just too many good options. But yeah, I think Colossus straight out of the gate. I remembered on the Slinger dude, you need to take all fatigue rolls if you want to use perfect focus. Yeah, I mean, there's a general rule anyway, but I don't take ones. But yeah, sure, you want to take most fatigue. But if you're building a perfect focus guy, you probably should have stars in it. So I guess if you've got 2 stars, you should probably always take fatigue. If you've got 1 star, you should take it on anything but a minimum roll. And if you've got no stars, I'd probably argue the same. Still want to wait for 2 pluses most of the time. But yeah, again, you shouldn't be trying to build a perfect focus guy on no stars. Oh, Heavy Rocks is based on fatigue. Ah, I see. Yeah, it does depend on the dude. I think that's a very wise statement, Grizz. You don't always say things like that, so you're learning. But yeah, I agree. It's contextual, for sure. But Shepherd has decent fatigue, but not crazy. Yeah, same as most of the lowborns. Nothing's crazy, but fatigue isn't one that's normally low unless they're cripples or old people, I think. Then you notice that it's debuffed quite a lot. But yeah. That's cool. We'll definitely try a Slinger at some point. We need more bros in a minute though. Right now I've already got 3 archers, so it would be greedy to take more. Oh, farm. Oh, you're right. I think day tailors as well, because they're like used to physical labour, aren't they? Yeah, farmhands and day tailors I think have high fatigue. You're right. Because I've heard people say that day tailors get overlooked, and they're not bad Battleforge guys for cheap early on. Obviously, just early on, they're never going to be amazing. 8 contracts or... No, 8 contracts. I prefer making friends with a village or town, but 8 contracts is still pretty easy. You don't have to go out your way to do it. You just play the game. You'll do 8 contracts. So it's one that I usually pick early on. Right, we need to get into a fight. I feel like I've been talking for ages. Let's go kill something. I've yet to use this chain. I don't know if it does enough damage, but it's interesting having somebody at range 3 doing stuff. I've heard the Orc one can be quite good, but then it's 30 fatigue to wield it. We'll already start with those, don't we? Yeah. Helmet. 15 will do. And then shield and spear. Oh, that was expensive. Oh, that really hurt. 56, 57. 57, you're a winner. Oh, you know, you've got perks for that. Never mind. 17, 15, 15. Right, we've got to be super careful with this front line. So the key with this one's going to be making the most out of our ranged units. Oh, we need second quivers as well. The weird thing about chains, it works like a whip, but it's a flail. Does it not also hook? I thought it was like a bill hook at range, Wabba. I thought you could yank them towards you as well. I mean, you can think about it like a whip, but it's like a whip in the sense that you can bypass people and that it... For me, it's just a pike that goes 3 tiles. It's a melee attack, it's not ranged. There's no risk of hitting anyone with it. I would like some high ground. There is some... So even though there is only one tile of high ground that we can easily get to, I am going for it because we want to keep all the brothers alive, and this is not easily done with lowborns like this. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go that way. I'm going to catch that. We're going to base up here. We might even drop another archer on here, depending, but this is sort of in the way. That's my plan. Where's his weapon? Where's his weapon? I didn't buy him a weapon. I'm a fucking moron. Ugh. Ugh. Damn it. When he's tired. Stupid ass mistakes like that. It's costing me stuff. Alright, boys. Let's get into position. Back line. In the front line. Oh, we actually might make our stand here. This is good for our range bros. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this guy now. Oh, it targets the head like a flail. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh no, but you said it works like a whip. Does it disarm? Other than the range, I'm not sure how it works like a whip. Unless that's all you meant, and I'm being too literal. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have done this, so I'm going to just stand there. And at least he can be accurate with his punches. Actually, this is the brawler, isn't it? Can I drop the spear and get out of the way? That's the question. Makes sense that I punch because we do extra damage, so... I did take ambidextrous though. One punch isn't really going to crack it. No, we'll stick with what we were planning. A hit there would have been useful. Nice. So that delayed start. Okay. I'm being cautious because I'm trying to keep them all alive. We'll obviously win the fight. I'm just trying to make sure that these very newbie noobs don't die on me while we're in such low armor as well. Nice. And we'll have a stick bot. Oh, we missed. Now they're going to come and be annoying. I think we'll do that. And that's covered by the spear wall. So I'm actually going to dive down here. Could go here actually. No, I can't get there, can I? Good. So this is where spear walls and archers work well. Even if they don't drive them in where you want or make them run into the spear wall, they make them go round the flanks. It buys you another turn to shoot them, which is sort of what you're trying to do anyway.
Good, that plan works, I think. Just this problem now. Really good trade goods, but we haven't got any money. Alright, should we buy my weapon now before I do something stupid again? What's this? Okay, so he wants a one-handed weapon as well, one-handed hammer. Don't get a lot of early one-handed hammers, do you? So it's the pick is the cheap one, and the blacksmith is the ultra cheap legends one, but the least effective. Not to be confused with the mace. However, spear would be my other choice, and mace would be my third choice. So I think we'll take our third choice for now. Buy a cheap one. Could have given the cleaver, I guess, but I'd rather stun than bleed. Can we get paid in advance? This would be really good right now. 62.50. So it's only a day away. If I buy that, I'm gonna have 18 gold left. We need 81 a day. No, it's not gonna work. Never mind. Okay. I may call it an early night, guys, because I've been burning the candle at 7 ends this week, and then my boy's not been sleeping, and then he's been in hospital today, and it's just been a busy week. So we may just do a nice short one today. Apologies, I was late on, but yeah, aforementioned reasons. But we'll be back to normal tomorrow. And as I said at the beginning of the stream, but I don't think there was that many people on, but I'll just repeat myself. I'm going to be really firming up my schedule because I appreciate it's been a little bit, start time's been waning and waxing a little bit, so we're going to try and set it at 9:30 or 9, it would be 9 o'clock probably actually, once we hit the 31st of October when I'm starting, sorry, 1st of October when I'm starting a new gig. But I will try and stream consistently, and we'll probably drop it to 4 times a week, but I will still be doing early hour morning streams on Fridays and Saturdays because I am a bit of a night out anyway, and obviously I won't have work the next day, so I do have to get up as early. But I will confirm all that on the Discord nearer to the time as my schedule firms up. I'm hoping to work from home occasionally, and so we then may be able to squeeze some later streams in. We shall see. Yeah, these aren't mega cheap. 160. Let's get this quest finished. Oh, barbarians again. Look, the 8 thralls. That's what got us last time. We need to get down south. It's too dangerous up here. Although there is at least 6 of us this time.
hammer.
I'm going to just lean into it because we're going to take that skill first anyway. We can manage the fatigue. We'll give him a stun special if we ever need to switch. Give him Pathfinder. He's going to be ranged either way. You're not the perfect focus we're looking for. However, I don't mind some spare fatigue actually, although initiative, dodge, and health is probably more important. And then we got Osmond, who's definitely ranged and is perfect focused. So for and need a combination of dodge and health. We don't have Colossus, so 4 is an easy decision. And perks for him. Purchase arm, no question. Yeah, I'm calling it, guys. I am slowly falling asleep. Day 3, we're going to leave it there. We'll update our little side screen as well. So we're doing poachers. Attempt 1, day 3. So far. Right, guys, so the Crusader one came to an end so quickly, but yeah, for various reasons, I think it's a tough, it's not super tough, but it's a tough start because of the same as Rangers, because you've got a few brothers and I'm a little bit out of practice, and obviously we're doing the expert, so I'm a little bit unused to that, but yeah, I'm definitely going to come back to we've got some unfinished business with Crusaders, but we're on to poachers, a little bit different, more range focus, which I do enjoy, but there's nothing stopping us just keeping those 3 range guys, and we can spec out separately from there. So really, the world is our oyster. Essentially, it's random trio, and we drew three archers. That's essentially the same sort of run, from what I can see. And we've got a limited, storage menu, and we get some sort of extra scouting for locations, which is nice. But yeah, let's see who else is on, and then I can go and get some shy. And try and get some of this sleep debt solved. Who we got on? I'll bring these on. Oh, Genesis. We definitely owe Genesis a little raid. Yeah, good night, Grizz. So it's a short one, mate. I'm playing board games tomorrow, so it'll be a late start tomorrow, but we'll do hopefully back till my normal finish time, and then Sunday we will do a proper stream. I promise you guys. It's just been too much life stuff today, and it's just caught up with me a little bit. Where are we? Genesis, where are you hiding? It's on my stream list. Following. Alright guys, come and say hello to Genesis. He's a cool guy. He's doing Project Zomboid if you want to come and check that out, or just say hello to him. Knows his stuff on that game, but and he's doing a community server, so if people want to go and join in and you've never played it much or you want to play it more, I'd strongly recommend it. Hang out for the raid because you'll get some channel points if nothing else. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, I'll post on Discord, but we're going to probably be aiming for... Well, I'm going to update. I may not stream actually, it depends how late I am out. But yeah, Sunday we'll definitely be back, and I will let you guys know about tomorrow. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Chris, for your kind words. Like I say, my little boy is much better now, but I appreciate the nice thoughts sent from Abyss. Anyway, guys, catch you on the next one. See you soon. Bye-bye.